Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I want to show you a bag. It's a bug out bag and it's from Flash Packs. They sent me this bag absolutely free and I'm not getting any compensation for showing the bag or trying to sell it. But I just did some evaluation of the bag and I actually evaluated things in here. Just not looked at them, took the bag out, hiked around with it. I'm getting a little bit more into the things in your bag because of the search and rescue mission I did about a month ago, and that's my search and rescue bag and some important things in there. It's a cool bag. It has cool things in it, but that night and that day that we were out there, I was a 1 out of 5 on a team that was looking for a lost hiker. It got down to 14 degrees. The wind on the mountain was probably 20 to 30 degree miles per hour. It was very cold. I will tell you the full story about that, but it will take probably 10 or 15 minutes. So I don't want to take the time right now. Very eye-opening. Was with 5 guys, me total. 3 of them had absolutely no gear other than some water with them. Another had a small bag with some gear in it, and then I had mine. Eye-opening. If a survival situation is anything like that, having people that are not prepared, I'll tell you more in the video. Today, what I want to do is just highlight this bag. You might be saying, I already have a bag, or I can never afford a bag like this. This bag sells for $350, which at first when I got the bag, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. But he included some quality pieces of equipment in here. The first piece of equipment, or really just the first thing, is the bag. This is an excellent bag. This is one reason I'm probably doing the video. The bag itself is an awesome bag. It's a bag that I am going to turn, I'm going to buy another one and turn it into just my medical bag. The reason is because of the compartments. I'm going to show it to you real quick. There's a lot of compartments, so it makes it very easy to put either your bug out bag gear in it or medical. A lot of straps, zippers, compartments, and that's important because you'll want to break your gear, either bug out bag gear or your medical gear, into sections like bleeding, fractures, IVs, and that way you can have everything you need to take care of a patient. As you can see, it's just section after section, component after component. Very well made. This has a lifetime warranty on it. Very comfortable bag, has a padded back. Absolutely no problems with this bag. Also comes with 2 smaller bags that you can attach to the outside with the MOLLE. Makes it very useful. I'm going to show you this bag. Some of you probably already have a bag and you're about ready to turn it off. There's a few things in here that I found very interesting. It has a lot of just what you're going to need, from personal hygiene to candles. You got some good quality equipment. You got a Leatherman. You got a good Mora knife. He included a Sony AM/FM radio. Excellent. I've been using it in my shop. Probably has about 10 to 12 hours on it. No problems with it. The only thing I would add to this kit is some earbuds. The reason is, you might want to be listening to the radio and other people want to sleep, or you might be trying to hide from someone and you don't want that radio blaring. Or you might be in a situation where your loved ones have been so traumatized by the situation that you do not want them to hear the bad news that's coming from the radio. Maybe more problems. And so that will shield them by having some earbuds. So I definitely add some earbuds. The light, excellent. I actually used it when I helped a friend do a heat and air job, so I used it all day long. Had no problems with the light at all. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about, and really not with this, but for any light, the on-off switch is sensitive. So I had it actually in this bag, and I was walking around with it, and I opened the bag up to get something out and the light was on, and I noticed it happened again. I put it back in the bag and I jumbled the bag up, and by some chance the light turned on. So if you're going to store it, make sure you take the batteries out, which is good for any type of radio or electronics. Do not store with the batteries in. One thing that I think needs to be added, the bar of soap. I hate bar of soap, especially in a survival situation or in the woods. After you use this, you're going to have a Ziploc bag or another container to put it in because it's slimy, it's slippery. I would rather see a container similar to this but with some type of hand soap in it. Much easier to use. The SOG shovel. This is something that I've seen on the internet. I've never actually touched. I have 3 of the GI issue shovels, the trifold shovels. This one's definitely smaller. I did not know that until I got it out of the package. I like it just as much, and it's actually a lot lighter. So I'm actually going to try to purchase a few more of these to replace the ones I have in bug out bags, because the US GI ones are just so much heavier. Very good find. The tarp he put in here is a 5x7, totally inadequate. I talked to him twice on the phone because I've been giving him some feedback. He is going to change that and put a bigger tarp. It needs the minimum be 6x8, preferably maybe even 8x10. If you ever built a shelter and it's windy, you want a good shelter. You want to stay out of the elements. He included some emergency drinking water in here. These are great. The only problem with these is you can't refill them. So add a few bottles of bottled water so you have some more capability of carrying water. He included a straw, Aquameyer filter straw, GI canteen. I would like to see get rid of this blue enameled cup and go with one of the GI issue canteen cups that fit inside this. One thing I did find was having this inside the bag, you had to stop, take your bag off, unzip it. Anytime you unzip your bag, especially at night, you have that potential of losing something out of the bag. So what I did was I put this on the outside of the bag, and that way I can put my water inside it, and I know when I open this, there's the only thing in here is that, so I wouldn't lose it. So I definitely like adding the water to the outside. I don't want to have to keep opening my bag just to get a drink of water. He does have some basic first aid, a bite and sting kit. I'd like to see the safety glasses, especially in an urban setting. If you have a terrible disaster, as in the case of an earthquake, protecting your eyes is important. Also, if you're in the woods and you're moving at night, these are very important because you're getting hit with the sticks and branches, and you will get hit in the eye eventually. So these will keep you out of trouble. He included the SAS Survival Guide. Excellent little manual. Hopefully you'll read it and learn a lot of it before you get in a survival situation. But there's a lot of information in here that will definitely help you. Some ER bars, emergency ration food bars. I think the best part of this kit would be the quality tools, the Mora knife, the Leatherman, the SOG, and definitely the best part of it is the bag he's picked. I could pick a better bag. This kit sells for $350. You might be at a point where you already have a kit. Look at what is here that you might be able to add to your kit, or you might have a terrible bag and you want to use your kit contents. He sells the bag separately. Highly recommend the bag over anything. It is the quality of the bag and the way it's compartmentized. If you have a bag already, what I urge you to do is go ahead and open it up, go through it, practice with it. Take it out in the woods, run around the woods, see if it starts rattling, or if you might realize your bag is insufficient, or the bag ain't comfortable. Find something that's comfortable. So the key thing here is get a bug out bag. If it's this one, if it's the one you have, if you're going to build one, just do it. That night of search and rescue, it was cold. It was 14 degrees it got down to with that heavy wind. It is very dangerous to be out there, especially looking for a hiker in the terrain. There was points of that walk we had to go on all fours to get up. Very slippery, very icy. So really, I changed my mind is not like, oh, look at this cool gear. This gear could be the difference of life and death, literally. This is not a complete kit. There's things that you need to add to it. If you live in Arizona, you need to add something. If you live in Alaska, you might have to add something else. But this is a starting kit. If you can't afford a kit like this, start small. Get something together. But if you had to leave in a second from your house, you'd be much happier grabbing a bag with some stuff in it than looking at your wife and kids and running out of the house with nothing. Thanks for watching.